Okay. So Leo, what I'm seeing is there's somebody that you're still holding on to. There's been a breakup or there's just a lack of communication. I feel like the reason why there is no communication is because this person has started a relationship with somebody else. I feel like they wanted this connection with you, but it was just too hard. The feelings are definitely there. They could be in a relationship that like lacks emotions, and that's the reason why they're in that relationship, because they're just afraid of commitment and opening up. So let me get some clarifiers. Oops. Clarify the Knight of Swords. Why is the Knight of Swords here for Leo? Clarify the Knight of Swords, please. So you have the Star. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. But they're not, I feel like they're not communicating with you because they are getting attention elsewhere. They may also have like a little bit of hope left for this relationship, but it's just not going to work at this time. So tell me about the Ten of Cups. Clarify the Ten of Cups, please, for Leo. My goodness. Ten of Cups, please. Oh, that's a lot, Leo. My goodness, chill out. Tell me about this Ten of Cups. Why is the Ten of Cups here, please, for Leo? Clarify the Ten of Cups. Why is the Ten of Cups here? So we have the Moon. Could be dealing with a Cancer or a Pisces. But this is telling me that, you know, they're in a secret relationship elsewhere with the Seven of Swords here as well. And they're just not communicating with you about that at this time. I feel like they could possibly be self-sabotaging themselves. Obviously, that's self-sabotage. Tell me about the Ten of Wands. Just because this relationship is too hard, and the other one that they may be starting with somebody else may be less of a burden to them. Tell me about the Ten of Wands. So you have the Eight of Swords, the Hermit, Eight of Wands, Page of Coins, and the Nine of Wands. So this person's feeling restricted, like this weight is restrictive to them. They just would rather move on and start with somebody else. You know, start over with somebody else. The Knight of Wands is on the ground. I'm not going to take that one, though. But they could possibly be a player and just don't want to have to give up their player ways. Tell me about the Two of Cups. Why is the Two of Cups here? So you have the Knight of Coins. Taking things slow in another relationship. Like, this possibly could be someone brand new for them. And they'd rather just start slow. Whereas, you know, Leos can be very impatient. They want things to happen very quickly. And because of how much passion they have. And this passion and this, whatever this connection may be, was probably just too much for them. Tell me about the Sun. So we have the Four of Cups. The Emperor could be dealing with an Aries. And the Knight of Swords. The Nine of Coins also flips, so I'll take that. I feel like you're viewing this as a missed opportunity, but at the same time, you're kind of standing in your power, realizing that you don't really need this person in your life, it'd be great if they would be there, but you're good on your own. You're solid, you're stable, you can take care of your finances. You are in a good place emotionally. Tell me about the Page of Wands. So you're viewing this as a missed opportunity, but at the same time, you're going with the flow. You're not really letting this affect you too much. With the Page of Wands, we have the Four of Coins, Queen of Swords, and Queen of Wands. So this person possibly could have been in a third-party situation with you, and it was for selfish reasons. It wasn't even because, he or she may have had feelings for both of you, but I feel like this was more like just a selfish thing, like they wanted to have their cake and eat it too. Tell me about the Six of Swords. Like, this is you, Leo, with the Queen of Wands. Like, they craved this passion, this fire, this, you inspired them to be a better person, but at the same time, this other person, had balanced thoughts, was a logical thinker, like, both women brought something to the table that he wasn't willing to give up, either of them. But I feel like he may have chose, the one who thinks more logically, because, with passion, it can cause fights. The same reason that makes love so passionate can be the same thing that makes anger so passionate. Like, it's too much sometimes for some people. Tell me about the Six of Swords. So you have the Six of Coins. I feel like this is your energy here. As much as you care about this person, you're ready to move on with your life and find somebody who's willing to give you all the things that you were going to give to them, that you are giving to them. So you want a relationship that has equal reciprocation, and you're not going to settle for anything less anymore. Tell me about the Hanged Man. Why is the Hanged Man here? I feel like this Hanged Man energy is kind of like you're just waiting for the right person to come around. You're not actively seeking anyone or anything in particular. You're just kind of waiting for destiny to unfold with this. Tell me about the Hanged Man. Clarify the Hanged Man. So you have the Wheel. Exactly. You're just waiting for something new to come around. You're not going to actively seek something out. My dad always told me when I was a teenager, you're never going to find love if you're looking for it. It'll come to you when you least expect it. So I feel like this is the energy that you're kind of taking on right now. You're not actively looking for it, because when you actively seek something in particular, then I feel like sometimes you can bestow those traits on people who don't really have them. It's almost like you see red flags as just flags, and you start making people into a better version of themselves than they really are. So you're kind of just letting fate, destiny, karma, whatever you believe in, unfold on its own, and just waiting for this equal give and take relationship to come around rather than seeking it in other people. Tell me about this Three of Swords. Ace of Cups reversed. So I feel like this is talking about this person. You were heartbroken over this. With the Ace of Cups reversed, this was a new love, but now that cup is being dumped out. So this could be both of your energies. It could be, again, you have Justice at the bottom of the deck, so I feel like karma's going to unfold pretty soon. Whether that be this person getting their karma and finally realizing the person that they had to pass up, or you getting your karma through somebody else. You have the Wheel at the bottom of the deck underneath the Justice. So these are both very karmic cards. So, and underneath that was the Devil. So I feel like this person is going to get their just desserts for how they treated you in this relationship, for making you be a part, well, not making you, everybody has free will, but, you know, kind of dragging you into this third party situation, they will get their just desserts. And I feel like you'll get your karma as well. As soon as, I mean, I feel like you're doing what you need to be doing. You're getting yourself in a calm place. You're letting go of this person no matter how much love you had for them, and realizing it just wasn't going to work at this time. You're viewing this as a missed opportunity, but you're also, you know, being abundant and taking control of your situation on your own, and letting destiny unfold how it will, rather than trying to control that aspect of your life. Trying to make a person into somebody that they aren't. So, Leo, let me get you some advice to see where you should be focusing your energy for the next week. Final advice for Leo. The key. Uh-oh. Keys are secrets. Bottom of the deck, you have chaos. That'd be like the Tower. So, you got chaos. Big surprise is coming. But with this key, this is secret, self-control, and patience. So, I mean, there could be a secret that comes out. I feel like the secret has already been let out of the bag. You found out that they were in a full-blown relationship with somebody else, that they were having their cake, eating it too. But with this key, I feel like this is also you being patient, waiting for this love that you deserve to come in, waiting for this person to get their karma, but also, excuse me, having self-control and realizing that you played a part in this as well. Ace of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is Five of Swords. Okay, so in the past, this relationship probably was pretty troublesome, probably very hard. Somebody got their heart broken this, but it looks like it's coming back around. And with death being here, there was a major transformation, either on both parts or at least just yours. But somebody stayed determined here. Somebody didn't give up. And I feel like that's kind of what made this come back together, possibly. So let me get you some clarifiers, see what's going on here. Clarify this. Three of Cups, please, for Leo. Clarify the Three of Cups. Three of Cups! Woo! Reconciliation! So, Seven of Pentacles. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like this has been a long time coming. Again, with, you know, the Queen of Wands, you stayed determined, though. So you have Page of Swords, Five of Swords. You know, you could be really reflecting on why it didn't work in the past. You could have been trying to communicate with this person a lot, and in the past there was a whole lot of defeat, especially with the Five of Swords being here twice. But still you remained positive. You kept hope that this would come back around. Tell me about the Queen of Wands. Seven of Wands and the Hermit. A lot of soul searching, a lot of standing your ground. You knew that this would come back together and you didn't give up on it. Tell me about the transformation. Ten of Wands. So I feel like you definitely held on to this a little more than you probably should have. Like, you were carrying a lot of weight in this relationship, or the lack thereof. Tell me about the Ten of Wands. But I feel like possibly recently you learned to let that go, let that burden go. And that's maybe why this is coming back around. So you have Four of Cups clarifying the Ten of Wands. So definitely, you know, letting something go, realizing it was a missed opportunity, and, you know, moving forward with life. And, you know, right when that happens, this person comes back around. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. Clarify the Queen of Cups for Leo, please. Judgment. You knew that this would come back around. And then you got Ten of Cups in the Chariot. We'll put those down there. You knew that this wasn't meant to be. situation, that this was your person, and they just needed to go through certain lessons that they couldn't learn without you, or I mean with you. Tell me about the Six of Wands. Clarify the Six of Wands for Leo, please. The Star. You are feeling victorious. You're finally getting attention from this person again. They're coming back around. You held on to hope, and now you're seeing, you know, the recognition. You're getting the accolades for, you know, trusting your intuition and not letting go of this person. Tell me about the Two of Cups, please. Six of Cups. Woo, this is a soulmate. Soulmate. This possibly could be twin flame. I'm not going to get too far into that, but if you believe in that, it's a possibility. Otherwise, this is definitely a soulmate. This is somebody you're meant to be with. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles. Leo, this is a freaking amazing reading after so long of being alone. We got 5 of Pentacles and 9 of Wands. So this is, you know, even though this person left you out in the cold, you remained persistent that this would come back around again. You knew this would come back around again. You remained nurturing. You remained giving. You remained true to who you really are as a Leo. So I don't really need to go too much further on this. There's reconciliation on the board for you. And it looks like it's somebody that you've been waiting for. And if it's not somebody you've been waiting for, this is somebody you've had a past life with. And it looks like it's going to be amazing. So let me get you some final advice. See what shadow work you should be working on for this week. Final advice for Leo. Final advice for Leo. I'm just going to take one. So we have mermaid with baby alligator. It's the number 5. How many 5s did we see? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 5s? 5, 5, 5, 5? That's big changes coming. So, the divination message is remember your resilience. 9 of Wands. Being resilient. Not giving up on this person. Life can be tough, and lately things have been taking their emotional toll. Yet, in spite of everything, you are doing all right. You are not just a victim of your circumstances. You are a survivor. Like the alligator, you have the courage, strength, and hardiness to deal with any challenge and to handle life's setbacks with renewed determination. You have been blessed with all the tools necessary to maintain a sense of well-being, be it patience, faith, and even a sense of humor in the face of adversity. You have what it takes to remain resilient, even through the tough times. Even though the tough times will not be going away anytime soon, focus on your resilience and you will come out stronger. Absolutely, like, perfect card to pull for Leo. Leos are resilient. They're determined. They're tough cookies. I know. I'm a Leo. So, remaining determined, remaining resilient, you know, letting go of the burdens, keeping a sense of humor about all this, you know, it really got you through. And now it looks like it's coming back around because of your amazing way of handling this hard time.